last video we created a SQL Server, and then we wanted to upload a flat file using Databricks processing power to load the data into SQL Server. And therefore, we created a SQL Server, and these are the details. We use these two libraries, so please watch the previous video before proceeding on to this video. Now let me show you the file, the flat file here, which is going to be used to upload the data to a SQL Server. So this is a flat file, and you can download this flat file from the Google Drive location, which is mentioned in the video description section of this video below. Now let's first of all we have to upload the file into the data section of this portal. Click on add data and then click on browse, and then please make a note of this file. So this is the file which was uploaded on the Databricks. Now we will use the file in our code. So go back to the code, and this is the file. So I'm going to write file df, which is data frame, SQL context.read.csv. So I'm going to use SQL context, which is in this library, and I'm going to say file store /table /bdcs diy sales, and this is the file which we uploaded. You can run the cell now. You can see that the file is run and the file is loaded. Clicking on the expand button will show you all the columns which were uploaded. Next step, I'm going to read this data frame and with column renamed. So I'm going to rename the column to what the column name were. This ID is basically the names of the columns we read from the flat file. Next, I'm going to create a data frame writer. So I'm going to use data frame writer, which is taking this data frame and putting it into a new data frame, file data frame 1. Simple. So I'm going to run this cell. So this command ran successfully. So what I'm doing is I'm just reading the file, putting it into data frame, rename the columns, and then put it in a different data frame. Next, I'm going to use this command, which is using this file data frame .jdbc. I'm going to use the JDBC. The URL is this URL, which is a SQL Server URL. Table name is sales. So using this connection string for the SQL Server, so it's a task of writing it to the database. I'm going to use table sales and mode override. So if there is a table available, overwrite it. And then properties is going to provide this user and password in a JSON format. Repeat, using this data frame and the JDBC connection, I'm going to use the URL which I have created a connection string to the SQL Server with the sales, and mode I'm going to say override. Now before this, let's check the database and ensure that there are no tables with the table name as sales. So you can see that in this table or views, there are no tables here. So there is nothing in this database. So it's a blank database. Remember, we created a blank database, so we are good with that. Now I'm going to run this to ensure that the table is written to the SQL Server database. So the command is complete. You can see that there are Spark jobs. So remember, Databricks is a Spark based analytics engine, and therefore you are seeing the Spark jobs here. Now let us look at the SQL Server database and ensure that the data is loaded. So if I click on tables, you can see the table is loaded. Let's write a simple SQL statement. Select star from dbo.sales, and you can see this, that the database gets the data from the flat file. So in this exercise, what we have done is loaded a CSV file to a SQL Server database. So in the next video, we're going to talk about data lakes. Thank you.